The 2020 wildfires burned roughly 1.2 million acres in Oregon, leaving thousands of people homeless, destroying millions of trees on timberland, and polluting the region's air for weeks. Now, many are pondering the best ways to prevent devastation like this in the future.
The reality is that a 21st century climate is rapidly ending the effectiveness and efficacy of our 20th century firefighting strategies and tactics.
Timothy Inglesby is the executive director of Firefighters United for Safety, Ethics, and Ecology. He spoke on a panel hosted by Oregon Wild, an organization that works to protect the state's wildlands. He and the other panelists discussed commonly argued solutions to wildfire and how evidence does not support them. One argument made was that logging does not prevent wildfires. Eric Fernandez, program manager with Oregon Wild, said he believes the Riverside fire, which burned in the Molalla River corridor in September, is proof.
The statistic here is of the entire fire area, 60% had been logged, so more than half of the acres had been previously logged at least once.
But Brent Perrys, who co-owns Pacific Forest Contractors and has worked in the timber industry for more than 40 years, is a firm believer that managing the forest is the best way to protect it.
And so it's really going to be interesting to see if we can get back on the management plan and become more crucial to our communities and our state if we can manage these grounds properly.
In Oregon, when a fire burns on federally owned land, it's mostly left untouched. Perrys thinks the debris left on the ground is fueling larger, more intense fires. Scientists, on the other hand, say burned fallen trees on the forest floor aren't necessarily a bad thing and can provide ecological benefits. What scientists are more concerned about is climate change. Dr. Erica Fleischman, director of the Oregon Climate Change Research Institute, or OCRI, at Oregon State University, says climate change is an enabling circumstance. It's not the only thing to blame for fires, but it's making them easier to start.
Plants are becoming very thirsty, and thirsty plants burn.
OCRI's most recent climate assessment report says Oregon's temperatures continue to warm in all seasons. As Timothy Inglesby mentioned, these warmer temperatures are forcing firefighters to rethink their methods. Perry says he wishes crews would be more proactive in extinguishing wildfires as soon as they start. Inglesby says this isn't always safe and can be expensive. Overall, there's a lot of finger-pointing involved when it comes to figuring out how to prevent large wildfires in the future. One thing everyone can agree on is that preventing wildfires will require change. Whether that change means legislators shift their stance on land management, timberland owners adjust their practices, or firefighters adapt their methods is still up for debate.